Hello, viewers, and welcome to Healthy Wrinkles, a channel devoted for healthcare of senior citizens. Today, with us, we have Dr. Ashutosh Agarwal, a leading ophthalmologist and also specialized further in retinal related problems. So, welcome, Dr. Ashutosh Agarwal.
Thank you. Thank you for the
Uh,
opportunity.
I will take a minute before we begin our conversation. I will take a minute to introduce you to the audience and then we'll begin the conversation. Yeah, Dr. Ashutosh Agarwal, as I mentioned, he is MS ophthalmology and has done further specialization in vitreoretina and related problems. Currently, he is a vitreoretina consultant and joint director at Eyesight Eye Hospital and Retina Center at Indore. Dr. Ashutosh, in addition to his qualification as MS ophthalmology, he has undergone further studies and also he has been an ex-fellow research with Sankara Nethralaya, Chennai, which is another leading institute in the eye care across the country. Dr. Ashutosh has paper and poster presentations at various national and international meets as well as state level meets to his credit and is actively involved in teaching and research activities. He has also co-authored several publications and research papers in international, national, reputed index journals. It's a big list, and I won't be reproducing that entire list over here, but a significant work done by Dr. Ashutosh. His clinical interest includes surgery of all sorts of vitreoretinal diseases, a lesser, photocoagulation, diabetic retinopathy, and age-related macular degeneration, which is popularly known as AMD, is what we are going to have conversation today. But there are several sorts of retinal problems, and he addresses with the new techniques and technologies that is evolving. He addresses those problems and has helped several hundred patients, in his career. So once again, welcome, Dr. Ashutosh Agarwal. And my first question to you, doctor, is what we read is that AMD, age-related macular degeneration, is a leading cause of blindness. So can you explain from a viewer perspective what is it actually and how it is detected?
Yeah. So thanks, Mr. Srihari, for the kind introduction. And like you asked me that what is age-related macular degeneration? So let us start with that. So age-related macular degeneration, or in short, which we call AMD, is an eye disease which affects the central part of the retina called the macula. The macula is important for central sharp vision, which you need for activities like reading, writing, driving, etc. It also dictates color vision, depth perception, identifying the texture of things, etc. So as the name suggests, age-related macular degeneration. So it's a disease of the macula, which is associated with aging. Now, let me show you a small model of the eye through which we can understand where the macula or where the retina is located. So this is the front part of the eye. This is the cornea. And then if we see the eye in cross section, the lens for which a lot of patients undergo cataract surgery is located somewhere in the anterior to middle part of the eye. Then there's a jelly called vitreous. And then the backmost part of the eye is the retina. So here you can see that the retina has some blood vessels as well. The central part of the retina is called the macula, which is important for central vision and which affects people with age-related macular degeneration. So there are a lot of degenerative diseases like dementia, Alzheimer's, osteoarthritis, Parkinson's disease, and retinal eye diseases like age-related macular degeneration, which are common amongst the elderly population. So of the various eye disorders, AMD constitutes for 8.7% of blindness in the world. As AMD progresses, many people see a blurry area near the center of their vision. So they might say that there's a black spot in front of the eye, or things which used to look straight like a square appear wavy to them, or they might have difficulty in identifying faces, or they might have difficulty in driving. So these are some of the symptoms that patients with AMD notice. So this can also be a warning sign for late AMD. So I advise any patients who, especially above the age of 50 years, who have such symptoms, that they should see their eye doctor or retina specialist straight away. Let me assure patients here that AMD, if diagnosed in the early stages and treated properly, does not cause complete blindness, but losing your central vision can make it harder to see faces, drive, close-up work like cooking, etc., or fixing things around the house. AMD happens very slowly in some people. If you have early age-related macular degeneration, you may not experience vision loss for a long time. And for other people, AMD progresses slightly faster and can lead to central vision loss in one or both eyes.
So, doctor,
we
early detection is the key, is as I understand from
Yes,
it.
yes,
So we
that's
should
true.
not neglect the symptoms.
Yes. And we'll discuss what are the risk factors for age-related macular degeneration and which patients should get their retinal eye examination. So we'll discuss that further in the course.
Diabetes, hypertension, doctor. Let me go to that next question which I wanted to ask. Diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol problems are very common. So are these problems, do they have any linkages with AMD?
Yeah, so basically your risk for age-related macular degeneration increases as you get older. The main risk factors for AMD are age above the age over 50 years, exposure to ultraviolet rays. These are non-modifiable risk factors. Smoking and tobacco consumption in any form is the main modifiable risk factor for AMD. Also, people of Caucasian origin and those who have family history of AMD are also at an increased risk. Diabetes and hypertension, like you asked, can also cause damage to the retina, which we call diabetic retinopathy and hypertensive retinopathy, respectively. Although they do not have a direct impact on the progression of AMD, it's important to keep your blood pressure and sugar levels under control to maintain a healthy retina. So otherwise, you would have coexisting diseases. You would have AMD as well, and then to add on to that, you'll have diabetes and hypertension affecting your retina as well. So if you are at risk for AMD because of your age, that is more than 50 years, family history of AMD, or any other factors, it's important to get regular eye exams. Like I said, early AMD may not have any symptoms. So patients with the above risk factors should not wait for their vision to go down before getting a retina checkup.
Yeah, I think very nice, explanation, doctor. And what are the treatment options we have once AMD is detected?
Yeah. So before that, let me come down to how we diagnose AMD before we move on to the treatment part. So diagnosis of AMD is made by a comprehensive dilated retina examination. The examination is simple and painless. Your doctor will give you some eye drops to dilate or widen your pupil, and on clinical examination of the retina by indirect ophthalmoscopy, a clinical diagnosis of age-related macular degeneration can be made. Your doctor may also recommend doing a test called an optical coherence tomography or an OCT. This test lets us examine all 10 layers of the retina at a microscopic level and get more information about the disease and how to proceed with treatment. So OCT is also a quick and non-invasive test in which photographs of your retina are taken. So the test is harmless to the patient. OCT angiography is another newer and non-invasive test, which is now increasingly being used by retina specialists since the last 2 years for staging of age-related macular degeneration. Fundus fluorescein angiography, it's a slightly invasive test, and now it's rarely used for AMD diagnosis, but it may or may not be required as per your retina doctor's recommendation. So this is how we diagnose and stage AMD. Now let us move on to the treatment part. So for treatment, AMD is divided into two stages, the early form of AMD and late form of AMD. In the early or the dry stages, as we call it, antioxidant tablets are prescribed to slow down the progression of the disease. The patient is asked to do home monitoring to detect progression to the late stage by a chart called the Amsler chart. You can easily download this chart via the internet also, or you can ask your retina doctor to give it to you. Also, the patient is asked to come for regular follow-ups because the late stages need active treatment. So in late or wet AMD, there can be bleeding underneath the retina due to formation of CNVM or choroidal neovascular membrane, as we call it. In this stage of the disease, where there is CNVM formation, the gold standard of treatment is intravitreal anti-VEGF agents. These drugs are given via intravitreal injections into the eye and are sometimes needed at monthly intervals. So basically, this is where the pathology or the disease is. So via a very small 30 gauge needle, uh, the injection is put into the eye and it remains in the vitreous cavity for 1 month. So the effect of these medicines lasts for a month. The procedure for intravitreal injections in India is done in the operation theater versus in the West. Sometimes it's done as an office procedure in the OPD. It's a quick, painless, and bloodless procedure. Usually, monthly injections are needed in the first few months of starting therapy for inactivating the disease process. Thereafter, after receiving these initial injections, the frequency and the burden of injections on the patient reduces significantly. So it's important for patients to follow up regularly to detect any reactivation of the late stage after initial injections so that the best outcomes can be achieved, because untreated late AMD can lead to irreversible loss of central vision. Other modalities apart from anti-VEGF agents are laser photocoagulation, which is very rarely used nowadays. Photodynamic therapy is another sort of laser, which is sometimes used in select cases of CNVM or late stages.
Yeah, okay, doctor. So there is an early stage kind of plan and there is a later stage kind of a plan. Both the plans, I
Yes.
think you are very appropriately explained. Are there any linkages, doctor? My last question is about, are there any linkages between other eye disorders and AMD, or AMD is maybe independent of that? And I know the other question which always is being asked, that can something be done prophylactically, so as to prevent AMD?
Yeah. So usually, age-related macular degeneration is a standalone disease, and like I said, the diabetes and hypertension can also affect the retina, but AMD is not concomitantly associated with these disorders. But yes, research shows that you may be able to lower your risk of AMD by making these healthy choices. Like I said, that smoking is the only modifiable risk factor for age-related macular degeneration. So it's important for people who are at a high risk for AMD to quit smoking entirely, get regular physical activity, maintain a healthy blood pressure and cholesterol level, eat healthy foods, including green leafy vegetables and fish, because they're a rich source of antioxidants. So at the end, I would like to say that age-related macular degeneration is a disease which does not lead to complete blindness, but can cause a blurry central vision. So if you have age-related macular degeneration, follow a healthy lifestyle. Do not miss follow-ups with your retina specialists, because early detection and appropriate treatment leads to very good outcomes for the patients. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Agarwal. Thanks for your time and thanks for summarizing your advice from the viewer's perspective. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a good day.